What defines a truly successful business development strategy? Is it simply generating a high volume of leads, or is there a more nuanced approach that separates top performers from the rest? Many businesses invest heavily in attracting attention, focusing on strategies that improve their SEO to rank higher on search engines and boost online visibility through compelling content. But what happens once those potential customers click through? The real challenge and opportunity lies in what happens beyond the click. It's about transforming initial interest into tangible business growth. This is where the strategic power of lead scoring and nurturing comes into play, serving as the essential bridge between initial lead generation and conversion. What is lead scoring and why does it matter? Every business strives for growth, but how do you ensure your efforts are channeled effectively? Generating leads is one thing, but knowing which leads are genuinely ready to engage and which require further cultivation is where the real challenge lies. This is precisely why understanding and implementing lead scoring is not just beneficial, but indispensable for modern business development. So, what exactly is lead scoring? At its core, lead scoring is a systematic methodology used to rank prospects on a scale, objectively determining their sales readiness. Think of it as a sophisticated filter that sifts through the volume of inquiries and interactions your business receives, identifying those individuals or companies most likely to convert into paying customers. Companies that actively use lead scoring report a 77% higher lead-to-opportunity conversion rate than those that don't. This statistic alone underscores the power of understanding who your best fit prospects are from the outset. The primary goal here is clear: to prioritize your sales team's efforts towards the most promising leads, ensuring they focus their valuable time and resources where they'll yield the greatest return. Without this prioritization, sales teams can easily get bogged down chasing leads that are not a good fit or too early in their decision-making process. Key components of a robust lead scoring model. A truly effective lead scoring model isn't built on guesswork. It's constructed from a combination of diverse data points that paint a comprehensive picture of a prospect's potential. Demographics. This includes details like company size, industry, job title, and even estimated revenue. For instance, if your ideal customer is a mid-sized tech company, a prospect fitting that description would naturally receive a higher score than a small retail business. This isn't about exclusion. It's about intelligent prioritization. Firmographics. This provides a broader organizational context, encompassing factors such as geographic location, the company's industry, and its overall size. Consider a B2B software company specializing in solutions for startups in specific tech hubs. A prospect located in Silicon Valley with a relevant employee count would likely score higher, as they align perfectly with the company's target market. This data helps refine your understanding of an organization's relevance to your offerings. Behavioral data. A lead's potential isn't just about who they are, it's also about what they do. This category tracks interactions like website visits, content downloads, e.g. white papers, ebooks, email opens, webinar attendance, and direct demo requests. A prospect who downloads a white paper, attends a webinar on a related topic, and then revisits your pricing page, all within a short span of time, clearly demonstrates a higher level of engagement and interest than someone who merely opened an email. When considering these data points, it's helpful to distinguish between implicit versus explicit scoring. Explicit scoring relies on information directly provided by the prospect, such as details filled out in a form, e.g. job title, company size. Implicit scoring, on the other hand, observes a prospect's behavior, like their website activity or email engagement. Both are vital for a holistic view. Developing your lead scoring system requires thoughtful planning. It involves defining both positive actions, e.g., downloading a high-value asset, requesting a demo, and negative actions, e.g., unsubscribing from emails, visiting a career page, and assigning appropriate point values to each. Remember, this isn't a set-it-and-forget-it process. Regular review and refinement of your scoring model are essential to ensure it remains aligned with your evolving business goals and market dynamics. The art and science of prospect qualification. As valuable as lead scoring is for prioritizing potential customers, it's crucial to understand that it serves as a powerful guide, not a definitive verdict. A high lead score indicates strong potential but doesn't automatically translate into a ready-to-close deal. This is where the nuanced process of prospect qualification comes into play, blending data-driven insights with the irreplaceable human element of sales. Prospect qualification is about applying human judgment and direct interaction to determine if a lead is not only interested, but also a genuinely good fit for your solutions, and critically, if they have a true, addressable need. Lead scoring informs the conversation, highlighting who to talk to, but it's the qualification process that uncovers the deeper insights necessary to move forward. The ultimate goal is to ascertain whether the prospect has a problem your product or service can solve, and whether they possess the resources and intent to act on that solution. Key qualification frameworks. To standardize and optimize this crucial stage, sales teams often employ established qualification frameworks. These frameworks provide a structured approach to asking the right questions and gathering the necessary information. One of the most widely recognized is BANT, an acronym standing for Budget, Authority, Need, and Timeline. This classic framework is particularly effective in B2B sales for quickly assessing a prospect's viability. Budget: does the prospect have the financial resources allocated or available for your solution? A salesperson might confirm this by asking about current spending on similar solutions or the budget approval process. Authority: is the person you're speaking with the ultimate decision maker, or do they have the authority to influence the purchasing decision? Understanding the decision-making unit is paramount. Need: does the prospect clearly articulate a problem or pain point that your product or service can resolve? This is perhaps the most critical component, as no budget or authority matters without a genuine need. Timeline: what is the prospect's urgency for implementing a solution? Are they looking to solve the problem immediately, or is this a long-term consideration? While BANT offers a solid foundation, more complex sales cycles, particularly in enterprise environments, often benefit from frameworks like MEDDIC. This more comprehensive framework delves deeper into a prospect's operational realities, focusing on metrics: what quantifiable results or improvements is the prospect hoping to achieve? Economic buyer: who holds the ultimate financial authority, and how do they benefit? Decision criteria: what are the key criteria the prospect will use to evaluate solutions? Decision process: what steps will the prospect follow to make a purchasing decision? Identify pain: what are the specific, measurable pain points driving the need for a solution? Champion: is there an internal advocate who is actively pushing for your solution? Beyond these established frameworks, a crucial aspect of qualification is ideal customer profile, ICP, alignment. This involves assessing how well a prospect matches the characteristics of your most successful, profitable customers. Do they operate in the right industry? Are they of a similar size? Do they face similar challenges that your solution excels at addressing? For prospect qualification to be truly effective, there must be a seamless and continuous feedback loop between sales and marketing teams. This begins with clear communication and a shared, unambiguous definition of what constitutes a qualified lead. Marketing's role is to generate leads that fit the initial criteria and nurture them to a point of readiness, while sales is responsible for the final validation and deeper qualification. When these two departments are in sync, understanding each other's processes and contributing to a unified goal, the entire business development engine runs far more efficiently, converting more prospects into satisfied customers. Nurturing the journey, guiding prospects to conversion. Once you've identified and qualified your most promising leads, the journey is far from over. In fact, this is where the critical process of lead nurturing truly begins, transforming potential interest into committed action. What exactly is lead nurturing? Simply put, it's the strategic process of developing relationships with potential buyers at every stage of their individual sales funnel. It's about providing value, addressing concerns, and consistently demonstrating how your solution can meet their evolving needs, all before a direct sales pitch occurs. The overarching goal is to stay top of mind, build undeniable trust, and smoothly guide leads further down the funnel towards a conversion. Strategies for effective lead nurturing. Effective lead nurturing is a blend of art and science, requiring thoughtful strategy and precise execution. Segmented content delivery. This means moving beyond generic emails and instead tailoring your content based on a lead's score, their current stage in the buyer's journey, and their expressed interests. For instance, a lead in the consideration stage who has shown particular interest in a specific product feature might receive a targeted case study showcasing how that feature benefited a similar client. Multi-channel nurturing. Prospects interact across various platforms, so your nurturing efforts should too. This could involve a follow-up email after a prospect attends a webinar, coupled with a targeted retargeting ad on social media platforms like LinkedIn. The key is to create a cohesive experience across different touchpoints. Timely and relevant communication. Generic, mass communications often miss the mark. Instead, imagine automating sequences triggered by specific prospect actions, such as downloading a piece of content or visiting a key product page. This ensures that the information delivered is pertinent to their current level of engagement. Personalization at scale. Leveraging your CRM data allows you to personalize messages beyond just using a prospect's first name. You can reference their company, industry, or even specific challenges they've mentioned. For example, a personalized email might open with, "Given your work in the industry sector, we thought this insight on specific challenge would be particularly relevant." Implementing these strategies effectively would be incredibly resource-intensive without the power of marketing automation. Automation platforms streamline nurturing processes, ensuring consistent and timely communication without manual intervention. They also provide invaluable tracking of engagement metrics, allowing you to continually optimize your nurturing flows for maximum impact. The results speak for themselves. Businesses that strategically use marketing automation for lead nurturing often experience a staggering 451% increase in qualified leads, integrating lead scoring and nurturing for seamless business development. The true power of lead scoring and nurturing isn't realized in isolation. It's in their seamless integration, forming a dynamic, symbiotic relationship that propels business development forward. Each process continually informs and refines the other, creating an efficient and responsive system for converting prospects into loyal customers. Consider the interconnectedness. A high lead score acts as a trigger, signaling that a prospect is ready for a more focused and advanced nurturing path. For example, a lead whose behavioral score spikes after repeatedly visiting pricing pages or downloading a product spec sheet would automatically enter a nurturing sequence designed to provide more in-depth information or even prompt a sales outreach. Conversely, a prospect's engagement within a nurturing campaign can directly impact their score. If they actively engage with emails and download advanced content, their score increases, indicating heightened interest. If they disengage or unsubscribe, their score might decrease, signaling a need for a different approach or even removal from active nurturing. To truly gauge the effectiveness of this integrated approach, measuring the right KPIs is essential. Key metrics include lead to opportunity conversion rate. How many leads become qualified opportunities? Opportunity to win rate. How many opportunities close as deals? Sales cycle length. The average time it takes for a lead to convert into a customer. Return on investment, ROI, the overall profitability of your lead generation and management efforts. It's worth noting that companies that consistently measure the ROI of their marketing efforts are 1.6 times more likely to increase their marketing budget, underscoring the value of data-driven decision-making in business development. Building a sustainable growth engine. Moving beyond the click is not merely a strategy. It's an operational imperative for modern business development. Strategic lead scoring and nurturing aren't just buzzwords. They are essential pillars that transform fleeting interest into tangible revenue. The long-term benefits are clear. Increased efficiency in your sales process, dramatically improved sales effectiveness, and ultimately, sustainable business growth that withstands market fluctuations. The investment in sophisticated lead management pays dividends far beyond the initial lead generation efforts. Don't let valuable leads slip away. Contact Aspiration Marketing today to learn how our expert team can optimize your lead scoring and nurturing processes for unmatched business growth.